Okay. Map. And this is an absolute masterpiece. This is our magnum opus for Dystopia 3. There are so many things that we're gonna see. So many cool mechanics. This is also, I would say, quite nice looking map. Yeah. And hands down the toughest map of the entire Megawad. And by the way, this is from Iikka, so that mapper who created the previous map as well, so he's gonna keep going. Okay, you go down. By the way, this is actually the last map from Iikka that he does solo. So they have their collaboration maps still incoming. Yep. Okay, those guys are infighting, but yeah, there is a secret. Okay. So yeah, there are just so many things in this map, like so many little details. There are so much ideas how you can do like a like the strategies are so clear. By the way, if you drop there, it's not problem, but I don't want to go there. That's maybe for speed running things. I don't want to go there. I'm missing so much stuff. So, but yeah, so many things in this map. I have practiced this map so much. I probably have like 100 exits on this map. There is like so much things, and especially there is so many like designing ideas. I could easily imagine that if there was some kind of Doom school, I know it doesn't make any sense, but if there was, and I was teacher over there, I could easily imagine myself talking 1.5 hours of this map alone. Okay. Maybe that gunner is not gonna infight. Okay, whatever. I don't need this infighting. This map is not difficult with ammunition. Although I do have to say that I will not fire plasma gun, or I try not to fire plasma gun even once. Or BFG even once, except in the final fight. So, once again, that doesn't mean it's punishing with ammunition, but certain things, especially with plasma, might be good to remember. So, let's keep going, and a little bit of health over here. And now, remember in master levels, we had express elevator to hell. So, let's have this elevator thing, but this time, this is actually something really cool. So, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna clear everything we can. So, especially if somebody comes to this elevator, they are absolutely toast. And that guy is probably the worst because he can fly, so he is just a nuisance. And then up, yes, we have cleared that. Yeah, let's keep going. And these switches, I'm sure there are some very good reasons why this happens, but this quickly gets you. I think that takes you downward. No, upwards all the way. This takes you down all the way, and this raises you one step upwards. I'm gonna keep going and clearing this stuff, so there is at least that revenant somewhere. There you are. I think that was the last guy who is like attacking me. So there are also these side pockets. So these guys don't actually do much right now. We're gonna see them later, but I prefer to clear them. That is where we are actually going, but that's gonna take a little while. This guy doesn't do much, but I wanna clear him so that I don't forget. Then these guys, once again, they don't do that much, but eventually we're gonna see them, and if everything goes awful, my health might be really skimpy over there. Then let's get some infighting. So Revenant here. If you have bad RNG, that Revenant runs to the wrong way, and he's not gonna get over there. You will get the kill eventually, but it's, as far as I know, it's basically impossible to get infighting. But you know, that's not exactly problem, or not big problem. Anyway, let's go back and let's grab all the ammunition and that kind of stuff. Um, and there's also a little bit of health. I would say the health is probably the most important right now. We will get health soon. So, let's do this. And pro tip, I recommend putting always this, when you're going down, just put that elevator to go down and just hop away when you need and let that elevator go. Speedrunners, once again, like, they have their own crazy stuff that I don't understand at all. But there is one absolutely awful thing that can happen in this map. Not soft lock or anything like that, but just awful mistake. And if you are a player who doesn't have very good strategies, then you will get punished very badly. So, let's keep going. And by the way, there is one armor in this map, but there is one fight, and spoiler alert, it is the last fight of the entire map. It is so difficult that I need armor for that. So I'm gonna clear almost the entire map without an armor. But it's not that much of a problem, because this is Iikka's map, so he is relatively nice when it comes to health. Like, granted, it's not like in map 7, where there was so much uh, health boosts, but still, he is relatively nice, so we will get Blueberry at certain point. There is also quite nicely med kits and stuff. And of course, as I said, there is armor, so it is possible to grab, especially if you don't care about like no save runs. Or, well, I don't know if it's about no save thing, but anyway, if you just want to have a casual run and you don't want to make any challenges, of course you can grab the armor. And by the way, it is, if you fall over here, it's over there. So anyway, this is very interesting over here. So, wait a minute, that crack was way smaller. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, this is probably the last imp over there, and he is being silly. Okay, and now, oh, yes, indeed, it does lower. So basically, this is the way to limit your movement over there. I would say it is whether 3 or 4 times that is safe to go. And as far as I understand in this map, by the way, that is a death pit. So if you go, you always have to go 3 times over there. But do you want to do the 4th one? I suggest yes. But yep. At this point, if you're going 3 times only, I recommend checking that this elevator is down there. I'm gonna show way later what is the awful thing that can happen. Anyway, you don't do any funny business. And if you have extra health, I recommend just shooting these guys. You do have a plasma, but I took absolutely huge damage, but I don't have armor, so I didn't lose any armor, and now I have 100 health. So who cares? I didn't waste any plasma, so that is very nice. So you guys need to go. And by the way, if you don't want to use Berserk over here, you do have a chainsaw as well, or SSG for that matter. But anyway, I like to punch them. Two gunners over here and chain gunners. So no funny business. And this is a little bit cruel. So if this guy starts boxing you in immediately, this is just absolutely terrible. So, pro tip, lower that. We're gonna see later why. So, there are quite a few imps. It is possible to now go down that elevator. I recommend against it. Because there are quite a few of these guys, especially if you don't have a rocket, so then you cannot clear them right now. They will be quite a pain. So I'm gonna go there, fingers crossed. I don't remember, have I ever failed the fourth crossing, or if I have, it's probably because I have bumped like really badly somewhere. So I would say the fourth time is quite safe. So now, not there, not there, this. And now, chain gun ready, because there is a chain gunner. Yes. I don't want to go there. There are a couple of guards, and I don't have much room. So, let's clear. There are these imps. These are the imps that we heard earlier. And... okay. Oh. Yeah. Remember my pro tip about lowering that... yeah, I got bullets. So yeah, this was the elevator that you can go down, but if all of these imps are alive, that's gonna be painful. This is, as far as I know, for the backtracking, so you can go there. This is for map progression, and these are just regular dudes. Yeah, the map progression, now this box is lowered here. So now, yes, we have very nicely room to fight. So these guys, now we are not in this super small area. There is also Hell Knight back there. Right, there you are. Please don't get involved yet. Okay, well... oh, he got... I think he got sad because I snapped at him. My apologies. Anyway, let's clear these guys. And, okay, they are down. There is one Revenant. If he gets absolutely huge rocket blast to my face, that is not very nice. Oh, this spider. This happens to me so many times. I hit the spider, he fires back and angers this guy, and then, of course, you know, this spider cannot do much of anything. If you have extra rockets, this is such a cool power fantasy. So, I don't need rockets for pretty much anything anymore. And there is an elemental way back there. So that is pretty fun. Okay, they are down, and this is a trap, as you can see. So, don't go there. Now we can. So there was explosive barrels. So, now, let's keep going, and now... Not there. Not there. Here. So this was blocked earlier, or this was locked. Sorry, earlier. So you're down, and now Revenant incoming. Oh, that was very, very terrible. So much health wasted, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I make it out alive in 1% health. It's not a problem. Once again, like there are so many medkits right next to me right now. So there is one. There will be another one. And of course, that was totally my own mistake. I should have dodged all of that, but I didn't. Whatever. Let's keep going. Yeah, I don't want that guy to shoot me in the back while I'm fighting this guy. And here, I don't entirely understand. So that place over there is a secret, so... Oh, you bad boy. Once again, this doesn't do too much. There is one Revenant that we will fight, and that is for map progression. So one Revenant, as long as that guy doesn't get a big hit on me, is over there. I'm totally fine. Yep. And now, the problem is that when I mentioned earlier that make sure that the elevator is down, absolutely awful thing that can happen is that if that elevator is up, very high up there, which is totally possible, uh, you cannot hop there anymore. So you're not soft locked, that's not problem, because you can go over there. But, you know, I cannot get over there anymore. And as far as I know, in any floor, you cannot get, for example, high up here. So why would we want to come here? Well, remember the Megasphere. Right over here. And that has happened to me one time. It was just absolutely awful. I saved a lot of stuff, and then I got blocked from the Megasphere, and I couldn't grab it. It was just embarrassing. But once again, when you screw up something, that's the best way to learn. Anyway, I have absolutely everything that I need. So let's get the toughest fight of this very map, and the toughest thing in the entire mode. I don't know, can I quicken this in any way? So we're gonna hang around here. 2 enemies left. Take a while to guess who they are. I can tell you they are not Barons, even though we can see Baron face. Okay, you're here. And so the other cyber, don't shoot me from behind. I have no idea where the other cyber is. Okay, you're down. So the other cyber, if he takes his time like this, I might as well shoot him with bullets, because, you know, this is better than nothing. Okay. Oh. Okay, that was extremely wasteful of ammunition, but I don't care. We are done. And yeah, this guy. I can tell you the most embarrassing failure ever. I actually rocketed that guy to the face. Killed myself. That was intentional, but the Romero didn't actually die. So I accidentally killed myself and couldn't exit the map. Anyway, that didn't matter because that was a long time ago, and I had already exit for this map, so I failed, but it was kind of funny. Anyway, this map, this is masterpiece. This is so well detailed. There are so many things what you can do. And as I said, that 3 times or 4 times over that cracked floor. Uh, Everything looks so different. There are these secrets and non-secrets. Um, you know, this is just so well detailed. Everything is pretty much interconnected. You have that outside area, inside area. There is like this is so amazing map, but there's no way around it. That final fight is just awful. I honestly don't think that since this is in year 96, I don't think the guys were expecting at all that you would fight that cyber demon. So basically, what you could have done, and I'm not going to do this entirely because I don't want to waste time, but what you can do, uh, is it over? Yes, it's over here. So basically, what you can do is that you can rocket the Romero from there. Uh, I I'm pretty sure that that is what. Uh, Actually, I'm just gonna put that so we can see. Anyway, I don't think the guys were expecting um, players in year 96 um, to fight those two cybers. Thankfully, the Iikka didn't put their damaging floor to the blood. Otherwise, I would have been very very sad because it would have been almost impossible for me to beat. That final fight anyway, it is just absolute nail biter. My success rate is probably like a 30 or 40%, so very very bad. And that is after I have been extremely careful with ammunition, or plasma in particular, and then megasphere. So I have saved everything. I have put all the all my effort to the fact that things will be easy for the final fight, and it's still not easy at all. So that is a little bit questionable, but anyway, this is absolutely amazing map. Um, we finally have to end. So yeah, this is it.